everybody, it's Chris from SideshowGamble, and welcome back to match 2. So today we have got the 3-point dolly versus the gray rake. So 3-point dolly, just like the 3-point molly, only it's on the dark side. So these are two dark side strategies. One is a little bit of a hybrid. So the gray rake, I'll explain real quick, is we're going to do a don't pass $15 with $1 on the yo, and we're going to lay either the 4 or the 10 for this match. We're just going to lay the 10 every time. And what we're going to do is then we're going to get a point established. The difference between is the 3-point dolly is going to be on the complete dark side. The gray rake is going to play a little bit on the light side on the 6 and 8, but if the point is 6 or 8, we're just going to play, say, for example, if the point is 6, we're going to play the 5 and the 8. If the point is 8, we're going to play the 6 and the 9. That's all we're doing. And we're going to see how these two hold up against 100 rolls. So, again, both have a $600 bankroll. Last week, it was Molly's brother, big brother, that won. The 3-point Molly lost. So let's see which one holds up today. Let's get over to that table. All right, so we're at the table. Everything's ready to roll. We've got everything. We've got the 3-point dolly here, and then we got the gray rake right here. So first things first, we're going to do our $5 pass line for the dolly. And over here, we're going to do a $15 pass line. It says $1 yo. So I'm going to say that that's for our guy over here. And I'm supposed to lay $30 against... Oh, where'd my lay bets go? I don't know where they went. Where'd they go? Come back. Oh, there you are. We're going to lay $30 out here on the 10. Again, it's going to be on the right-hand side the entire time. So we are set. Hopefully I can remember to keep up with all the stuff that's going on. So we got our rolls ready. Everything's good to hook. Here we go. And we got a 4-1-5. All right, 5 is going to be our point. And we're going to probably not talk as much this time because last time it went for a while. All right, so we're going to pull our lay bet down. Now, the other thing I meant to mention with the gray rake is those place bets we make, you're only going to get 2 hits on them, and then you can pull them down and let everything come to fruition. So we're doing an $18 6 and an $18 8. Sorry, I'm putting the caps on the backside just so you can kind of see it a little bit better. So that's set, and then we have to lay odds. So for the 5, we're going to do $30 in odds. Right there. Over here, we're doing max odds. Again, it's going to be $30 in odds. And we got to get us a DC bet. All right. We are good to go. And we got a hard 8, 4-4. Mark that. All right, this is going to move behind the 8. We're going to put $30 in odds. That'll win 25. This will win 20. All right, we got our DC set over there. We got to get paid here, $21. That's our first hit on that one. What I'm going to do is I'll just use a chip up here on the rail to know that that's first hit on the 8. And we're good to hook. Here we go. And we got a 6-4-10. Mark that up. Come on, don't act up for me this week. There we go. 6-4-10. Moving out there. Again, $30 in odds will pay us 15. Because you got to bet double. And we are set, good to go. Everything is where it's supposed to be. And we got an ace deuce. Doesn't do anything. Mark that up. And we got a 4-1-5. That is a point hit, which go figure. I mean, they are both dark side strategies going on, so probably going to get a lot of point hits. All right, so this loses. Both of these lose. Those were supposed to be up on the dark side. Sorry, my bad. I put those in the wrong spot. All right. Right there. We're going to put our 15 back out. Put our lay 10 out here again. And our $1 yo. And we're good to hook. My apologies putting those in the wrong spot last time. Here we go. And it's a 6-1. 6-1. Now, this is going to be a little interesting because I got to take care of some stuff. All right. So, this is going to lose. This is going to lose. This is going to lose. However, we're going to pay $1 vig up there. And we're going to get paid 15 for our lay bet. So, that's going to come back up. Put another $1 out here on the yo. And let's see. We had 2 DCs out there. So, let's pay those. So, we had 5 and a 25. And then we had 5 and 15. And those are going to come back to the 3-point dolly here. Get all that situated back up. And he's back, he's back, he's back. And those don't count because the puck is off. All right, here we go. It's another roll. And we got a 5-4-9. 5-4-9. That will be our point. On the 9, that loses. Mark up. There we go. Good mark. Okay, so we got to get this situated here. We got there. We got our odds. Again, we're going to do max odds over here. Well, not max odds, just 30 in odds. And then we're set. All right, we are set. Good to go. Here we go. And we got a 6-2 easy 8. Mark the 2. Why is that acting funny? All right. We're out on the 8. Or we're not on the 8. We're going to mark the 8. Lay bet's going to come down. That should have come down. See, there's so many things I got to remember. That was supposed to come down before that 8 was rolled. But let's see. Let's get this situated here. $30 in odds. $5. We're doing this one at a time. We get 21 here. That's our second hit on the 8. So that comes down. And we are good to hook because that one stays there. Here we go. And we got us a 5-1 mixer. 5-1. Hopefully that marked up. I hope. Please tell me it did that time. It did. All right, 5-1. You're moving around here. Now, that's going to get $30 in odds. And we are going to get 21 right there for that shooter. There we go. That's its first hit. Let's mark that so I don't forget. And we're set, good to hook. Here we go. And we got a 5-1 mixer. Right back. 5-1. Well, look at that. That actually worked out really well. That loses. That's going to get paid 21. And he comes down. He gets 2 hits on both, and now he just waits. That's all it is. It's just waiting now. All right. And this one's going to come back out for another. The 3rd point. And we got a 3-1-4. 3-1-4. Move you all the way down here to the 4. $30 in odds. All right. Now both just wait. Here we go. And we got a hard 8-4-4. Yikes. All right, that's going to come down. This 3rd point back up. All right, here we go. And we got a 3-2-5. 3, 2, 5, and $30 in odds. I marked it. And we got a 5, 3, easy 8. Nothing happens. Doesn't hurt anybody. That was a weak toss. And it's a 5-2. Or 3-2. Not a 5-2. 3, 2, 5. Probably going to have some of our best roll tonight. Because we're playing Darkside. That'll lose. That's how it goes. Let's try and get him to the end of the table, though, Chris. AC Doocy, 1, 2. All right, that's going to be $5 for the 3-point dolly here. $5 for that DC. Sorry, I was looking at the roll. 5, 1, 6. All right, 5, 1. Let's see how these two hold up. 5, 1. $30 in odds. Again, both started with $600. Not sure how this is going to go. And we got 3, 2, 5. All right. Doesn't do anything. Here we go. 5, 1 mixer. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I like it. I'm a light side player, so again, these strategies are only as good as what the dice give you. However, we're going to see how they hold up. Here we go. This is match number 2. And we got a 6, 3, 9. Wow. 6, 3, 9. All right. That's going to move out to the 9. Let me take care of that first real quick. Going to get $30 in odds. All right. These both lose. Bye-bye. All right. We're going to come back out $15 on the don't. $1 on the yo. $30 on the lay 10. That one's set. We go $5. Here we go. It is a come out roll. And we got a 6, 3, 9. You can't make this stuff up. You really can't. I swear the dice know. They just know. All right. All right, come here, Lay. Pull you down this time. All right, we're going to do $30 in odds for you. Since it's another come out. 15, 15, 3, and 3. Here we go. There we go. Over here, we got $30. Get another DC set. There we go. All right. And we got a 6, 4, 10. I take it. Sure did. It sure did. Sorry, I was staring at it for a second. Like, what's going on? 6, 4, 10. All right. $30 in odds. We are dwindling a bankroll over here. Okay. Hey, 6, 1. We got a 6, 1, 7. All right, let's see how this hands out this time. All right. These lose. Take those away. But we get paid, we're on the 9, so we're going to get paid 20, 15, and 20. For that one, we got 5 and 20. And then we're going to get basically 20 for up there on that 10. And we're going to get 20 for over here on this 4. All right. Let's rack all that up. All right. That was one heck of a first roll. That stays. All right, we got to set him back up. All right. Here we go. Dice are in hand. Here we go. And it's a hard 6, 3-3. That will be the point. You go away. Hard 6. Move you back over here. Take care of you real quick. It's your $30 in odds. And then we will go. I'm going to end up dropping $40. It's going to give us 18 on that one. It's going to give us the 5. 4 plus our 3, so that's what, $7 back? Goes up there. There we go. That one's set over here. $30 odds. $5 in the DC. Here we go. All right. And we got a 4-3-7. 4-3-7 out. Yeah, so all that work for nothing. For nothing, I tell you. All right, 15 there, 5 there. And that was on a 6, so that's a quarter there. And that is a quarter over here. All right. Put that lay bet back out there. That would have also lost. You stay. You come to me. That's our lay bet. Grab our dice. Dollar yo. Oh, wow, there's so much to this. 4, 3. Oh, wow. There we go. And it's a midnight train. 6-6. All right. Doesn't do anything for anybody, but he loses his dollar. Means he has to come back up again for another yo. All right. Quarter of the way done. 6-4-10. That will be our point. He's going to lose his lay. All right, out on the 10. You come to me. You're gone. So is that. All right. What do we got here? So, $30 in odds. 30 in odds. $5 in the DC. You got to pick up a 6 and 8. There we go. All right. Here we go. And it's a 6-2 easy 8. 6-2 easy 8. All right. This is going to move behind, if I can get it there. Behind the 8, $30. In odds, 21 over here. First hit. Fix that. And we need another 5 right there. Here we go. And we got a 6-5 yo. That is going to make somebody lose $5. 6-5 yo, that's coming down. Actually, I'm just going to leave it there. I'm going to lose 5. I don't have to put it back over there. Here we go. 5-2. 7 out. That comes down. All right. We'll get to see both sides of this here. All right, which one's doing good? Come here. Come here. All right. All right, we're going to get paid. It's on the 8, so that's 30 right there and down. And then we're getting... What point was that I just had? I forgot already. That was a point of 10, so it's 15, so 20 on the pass line. Hit 15 plus 20. No, 15. Right there. All right. I feel like I'm doing more and more back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Yo. All right. All right. Everything's set, ready to go again. Here we go. And it's 549. 459 will be our point. I should probably make sure I pay everything before I take the point off. That's a key thing to remember. Go over there. All right, let's take care of him first. We're gonna drop $40 and $4 back. Trying to go quick. All right, here we go. 30 odds for him. $5 there. That's his $4 back. Plus his lay bet. And he's going to get 30 in odds. Here we go. Set. Good to hook. And we got a 2-3-5. Two, 3. Did it mark a 5? It sure did. And I didn't mean to roll that. Sorry, give me a second. I should have moved there. But I had another 5 out there, which would have rolled to the 8. I need to not mess this up. Getting all excited. He has 30 there. It's 30 there. And that 8 pays 21. Boom, that's his first hit. All right, got that marked, got that marked. All right. And I think I need to put the 8 in. 6-2. There we go. And we got a 6-3-9. Outstanding. Oh, no. I mean, that's not good for these two strategies. That is not good. Buck is coming off. Both of these lose. Refill my coffers a little bit over here. All right, so $5 there. 15 there. Get his lay bet out there. Zio. All right, here we go. Come on, roll. That was a 6-3. There we go. And it's a 3-4-7. Come out 7. 4-3. Let's mark that up. Okay. Let's get this taken care of real fast. Okay. You're gone. You're gone. You're gone. He's going to pay $1 vig for his lay bet. He's going to get $15 back. That's going to go back here. Those were off. We're going to get 30 there. And we're going to get 25 there. And those come down. All right, here we go. Here we go. Oh, he's got to get his yo bet out there. That's what the strategy says. That's what we do. And it's a 5-4-9. Back on the 9. All right, that's out there. That goes down. I don't think he's hit any of those yet. Not this go around. Put that out there for play. There's your odds. There's that one. Okay. And it's a 6-2 easy 8. All right. Actually, he did have one hit on the 8 already, so he gets to pull that 8 down after he puts 30 odds. And 5 there. 21 here. He gets to pull that down. Hasn't hit that 6 yet, though. All right. We're set. Good to go. 5, 4, 9. Wow. Nope. It's a 5, 4, 9. Let's see. Can I undo that one? Let's see. Hit undo. Undo. And 5, 4. There we go. There we go. Hit the 9 again. Accidentally put in a 7. All right, you're moving to the 9. It's going off. That's still there. Please lose. Nobody's winning anything. Nobody's winning anything. You will put odds. Odds are not working on the come out, though. Oh, I think I paid odds already once. Whoops. That was my bad. That was my bad. We'll see how they both hold up. Yo. And our lay. There we go. Maybe I should have picked a 4 next time. And easy to reach. All right. Come on, roll. 5, 2. Since I did work them last time, I will continue to work them throughout this strategy. That was a mistake on me, but I will continue to work them. All right. Those 2 lose. That gets paid. That's only 8. He gets paid 30 and 25. He'll come back for his don't. Those will come down. And his dollar vig for his lay bet of 15 is what he's going to get paid. And then he's going to come back up on his yo. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Trying to get this figured out. Hard 10, 5, 5. That is our point. That is our point. His lay bet will go bye-bye. Lay bet going to go bye-bye. All right. So, let's see. Let's get everything situated. His 6 is still up there because he hasn't hit it twice. But he's going to put $30 in odds on his DC. He's good. Over here, $30. And $5 right there. Here we go. And it's a 5, 2, 7 out. And that's the way it always goes. There we go. All right. Wow, there's so much back and forth. So much. But we're here to show it. All right. We got, that was a 10, so that's 15 plus our 5. And then we got 15 and 15, so we'll just pay 30 over here. All right. I don't know why I'm picking that up. I'm going to need it for a lay bet. All right. And our lay bet here, staying on the 10. And we're going to get our dollar yo. There we go. Whew. How many rolls? 40 rolls. We got 60 more to go. And it's a 6, 3, 9. So much back and forth. I feel for those dealers. Like, I have utmost respect. Utmost respect. All right. That's going to come down. Lay bet. Come here. Move you there. Put you there. 6 and 8. I'm dropping 5 to get some change. That's his. $30 here. $5 there. All right. Wow. I should have re-looked these strategies. Like, whoa, my gosh. All right, we got a 5-6 yo. That's going to lose in the DC. You coming down. Back up. Got to get his 3 points. 3 non-points, I guess. And we got a 6-2 easy 8. All right. Moving on to the 8. Put $30 out on it. Another 5 there. And we're going to pay 21 for that 8 there. That's his first hit on the 8. And we got a midnight train, 6-6. Nothing happens for anybody. Everything just sits right where it's at because it's barring the 12 in the DC. And we got a 6-5 yo. That does not bar. Again, I'm going to pay $5 out of the 3-point dolly there. Keep that DC up. And another 6-5 yo. Wow. They say see a yo, better yo, right? Another $5 out of his rail. Shake those up a little bit more. Here we go. And it's a 4-2-6. All right. 4-2-6. It's going to move over here. All right. He's going to put 30 on it. That's his 2 points, so he's good. This one's going to get paid 21. That's his second, or his first hit on the 6, so he's got a hit on each. And both are set, good to go. Here we go. And we got as a 5-4-9. Mark that. That is the point. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. All right. Please lose. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. All right. Coming back out, $5 there. He's got $1 yo. $30 lay bet. And we got 15 on the don't. Here we go. And we got an ace deuce. Well, that's a nice one. Doesn't hurt anybody. Actually helps a little bit. So let's see. We got 15. We got 5. 5. 15. Can you get Joe back out? Here we go. And we got a 4-1-5. That will be our point. 4-1-5. That's going to go bye-bye. Get our $30 there. Our $30 out here. Pull our lay. And we only need, wow, both of them need the same numbers here right now. Here we go. And it's a buckshot, 3-2. Nice buckshot right there. Telling you, the amount of work. Of work. All right. All right. Well, dollar yo. 15. $30 lay. 5. Here we go. Whew. And we got a 3-2-5 right back. 3-2. And 3-2. I think I hit the wrong number. There we go. We got the 5. We got the 5. Back out on it. Whew. Lay bet there. Ay, ay, ay. Where are we into this? 52 rolls? Over halfway. Over halfway. Hard 4. 2-2. we can get a run of like, I don't know, like 30 rolls and just hit 9s and 10s and I don't have to do anything, that'd be nice. Maybe some horn numbers. And it's a 5-6 yo. But I feel like I've been spending most of my time trying to make sure the rolls go in. All right, here we go. And it's a 3-1-4. That would be joyous day. One go in. There we go. Over there, lay. Whoo day. Oh, it's a 6-1-7. Wow, thank you, jeebie-heebies. 6-1. All right. Okay. The amount that this takes out of you. Unbelievable. All right. Let's see. We're on the 6. That's going to get 30. And the 8's going to get 30. And here's going to get, that was on a 5, so that's going to get 25. Get him paid first. That was a good for that one. I gotta complain. I don't think he is. And there's 20 here. Plus his 15. So yeah, pick it up. Put it back in his rail. Actually, I got a dollar yo. And we got a lay bet coming out. As it's another come out. Alright. We're set. Good to hook. Got some dice. We are 56 rolls into this. And we shot a dice off the table. Come on, shooter. Keep him in the tub. 2-3. Wow. That 5 is hot. Alright. For that. Of that. Alright. We get $30 in odds. Boom. Their odds. 6 and 8. All right, I think everybody's good to go now. The longest part of these strategies is setting them back up over and over and over again. And it's a 5-3 easy 8. That's a nice shot. All right, this is going to move out to the 8. And we're going to put... I'll flip these upside down so it's easier to put the bets afterwards. We're going to get 21 right there. And that's our first shot on the 8. Keep it going. And we got a 5-4-9. And I made a mistake again already. So we will correct that. Okay, sorry. Just was looking at something funny. There should have been a don't come out there, which would move. So I will correct myself because, again, I've got to do it the right way. That's what would have been. That's what we do. All right. Everyone's good now. Here we go. Aces. Oh, isn't that nice? And it's a 6-3-9. Oh, that's not nice. That's a want-want. All right, so he's going to come back up. Move you out of the way. And we keep it going. A dealer would be nice. And a 5-2. 5-2, 7 out. All right. That's going to lose. All right. First things first. It's 15 plus is 20. 30 up top. And it's 25 there. Looks off. All right. Yo. Is lay bet. All right, dice. Here we go. 38 rolls. 3, 2, 5. 3, 2, 5. All right. 5, move you. Come back down this way. You're going to go on odds right there. That up there, that goes bye-bye. You get $30 in odds. You get your $18 6 and 8. Drop a 5. $2 back. He's good. This one needs right there. All right, here we go. 4, 1. Wow. I really wonder if the dice can hear what you're playing. I really do wonder. When you're playing light side, I think they just hear, oh, you're on the light side. I must not work for you. When you're on dark side, 4, 1. I think they just say, nope, not going to work. All right. So, he's out there. Since we have been playing with odds on for this since the beginning because I made a mistake, odds will still be on. 15. I think that's the most annoying part, is doing that over and over, reaching across this table. All right, I've got one hit. Let's get a point. And it's a 6-5 yo. Why would it not be? All right. Positive for me is this is going to be a push because it replaces that, because that would lose, but it gets paid 15 there. So that finally came to fruition. This just loses. All right. Whew. And it's a 5-2-7. Why would it be easy? It would not be easy. It would never be easy. No, no, no. Nay, nay, nay. All right. $8 vig. It's 15 back. He's going to go on the DC. He's going to come out 5, but that 5 is going to pay 25. That's the flat plus the odds. That comes down. And his lay bet, those were off. He has to put $1 yo back up. All right. Well, 66 rolls in. And it's a 6-4-10. Why would it not be? It's just going to make me reach across this table. 6-4-10. You come to me. You don't get to go back to your owner. You get to come to me. Out there. All right. $30 in odds. Those are up and ready to go. This one's $30 in odds. And a $5 there. Okay, here we go. 6, 4. There we go. And it's a 5-1-6. Outstanding. 5-1. All right. That's going to be, I believe that's the second hit. Yep. First hit on the 6. He hit the 8 once already. So let's put $30. Take care of these one at a time. 21. That individual over here. He's hit both once. Okay, here we go. 6-2 easy 8. All right. He's hit it a second time now. All right. This is going to move out to the 8. Let's get him situated first. He's now situated. 21 goes over here. And he's going to pull that one. All right. So he's got the 6 still out there working. He's got one more hit on it. And then the other one is situated. And we got an ace deuce. 1-2. Don't know why that's always a little delayed, but there it is. We win it. Ace deuce. 70 rolls, 30 left. Oh, 6-1. There it is. 6-1, 7 out. All right. I think they both did pretty decent that go around. I think. I'm not really sure. I'm just trying to keep up. All right. That loses. All right. We're going to get paid 15. And that was on a 10. Double check again. Yep, 10. I see. Again, I pulled the puck before I should have. So 15 and 15 right there. We get 5 plus 15. Plus we get 30 and 30 for those ones up there. There we go. There we go. All right. He's coming back over here. He's got $1 yo. He's got his $30 lay, wherever my lay button went to. There we go. That was a 7 out. So we got to change the dice. Here we go. 6-1-7. Why not? It is what it is. Wrong spot. I get 15. $1 vig. Come back up for his other $1 on the yo. This one's just going to come back out $5. All right, here we go. 4-1-5. All right. I'm over here. 4-1. Put that in odds. Put you up there. This goes bye-bye. Get on the 5. $30. 5. Setting these back up again. 6 and 8. Drop 10. $4 back. All right. Look at the hook. There we go. There we go. 6-3-9. I haven't seen a lot of 9s tonight. Did there. All right. Here we have. I just don't know. All right. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. 5-6 yo. All right, that's going to be a $5 for that DC again. There we go. And it's a hard 8, square pair. 4-4. Wow, that's just working out great for everybody now. All right, just going to put his $30 out there. Going to pay 21 down there. That's his first hit, so we'll put that up there for the 8. That way we know it's a first hit on the 8. And we got a heart 6, 3-3. That's a great day. No one's worried about that. That's a $21 win. That's his first hit on the 6. One more hit each, and he gets to pull those down. And we got a 5-4-9. That's not a good day for somebody. All right. 5-4-9 is going to go bye-bye. Five, 4. And we got a hard 6, 3-3. Nice. Somebody parlayed that sucker. Having a good old day. All right. That's a second hit on the 6. So that's a $21 winner. Plus, he gets to pull that down. I'll clean that up a little bit. All right. He just needs an 8. That needs to move over to the 6. Like, hold on a second. I'm forgetting something. There we go. Here we go. And it's a 4-3. I think that worked best for one of these. 4-3, 7 out. All right. That's going to lose. You're going to get 15 there. He was, I see, I always forget. We were on the 5. We're on the 5. Chris, stop moving the puck. 5. So that's going to get paid 20. Right there. What I'm going to do is I'm running out of red over here. And on the 5, so that's going to get paid 25 there. And then I'm going to get 30 up on top for each. All right. You know what time it is. It's time for a lay bet on the 10. That's the one we picked for the... We've got a Joe out there. You need to die. Here we go. 20 rolls. Wow. 3, 2, 5. You would not think it is that difficult to get this many rolls in. But trying to do everything at the same time makes for a long video. My apologies. But it's all to see how they truly hold up. All right. Let's get this one situated down here. That one's somewhat easy. They got a lot of 1s. All right. All right. They're good. This one. Bing. Bada boom. And we got 19 rolls. Too tall to call. It happened. It happens. First one of the show. Actually, second one, I think. Shot one off. 6-1, of course. Why not, Chris? It's like you just love setting everything up over and over and over again. So, it is what it is. On the 5. All right. So it's 25 overall there. 15 plus 20. 35. All right. Well, that's going to go back out there for a lay bet. Yo. Got the lay back out there. Whew. Okay. You have to give me 1 second. I have to get a sip of water. Just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. This one's a little bit harder to get everything done on because there's so much back and forth here. And we got a 5-4-9. Be out on the 9. Out on the 9. Move you. Pull you. Of course, you don't want to stay on there the right way. Up there. You're situated. Take 3 from here. And take a 5. All right. Good to hook. Can we go on a string here for 17 rolls? That'd be nice. No, of course not. 4-3. But that is what these two strategies are designed to do. How well they're going to hold up. And I mean, they're both Darkside strategies, so. Although one's getting hit pretty good here. All right, that was on a 9. There's that one. And then I'm going to get basically 25 overall. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Okay. Oh, look at that. We dropped by 1. And a heart 10, 5-5. I swear, it just loves for me to grab it over there and get that lay bet. All right. Another 10. Here we go. That's gone, that's gone, that's gone. That stays there. $30. 5. A lot of reds. A lot of reds. Take 10. All right. Only 15 more rolls, and we will be done. Midnight Train, 6-6. Doesn't do anything for nobody. And we got a 5-4-9. All right. Uh-oh, I forgot something. See, I made a mistake. I forgot to have, because I took his lay bet, that's why. All right, boom. Odds. 5. Good to hook. And we got a 5-3 easy 8. Got the 3 on there. How about the 5? 5-3 easy 8. There we go. Move this here. And get 21. And that's his first hit on the 8. Move that side. And he needs 30 in odds. Okay. All right. Whoo-bay. And it's a 4-1-5. 4-1. Look at that. 11 rolls left. We're getting to the end of this strategies. These two. 6-3-9. Ooh. This battle is almost coming to an end. Who will succeed? I'm really not sure. Both rails are looking pretty healthy. All right. You need to come down. Bye-bye. See you later. Three-point dolly or the gray? That took, right? Yep, it did. And we got a 5-3 easy 8. Yikes. All right. You are going to come over here and replace that one. You're going to come down because you lost. You're going to come out another 30 and another 5. And you're going to win 21. That's your second hit on the 8. That comes down. All right. Okay. Here we go. And it's a 4-1-5. Mark it. 4-1-5. All right, move you over this way. Right there. All right, had no hits on the 6 yet, so that gets to stay there. He needs 2 hits on it, or he can come down. We got 8 rolls. And we last. Hard 8. 4-4. Speak of the 8. Well, is this a moment that we're about to go on a heater here? All right, well, he's going to go back out there. That's going to lose. Get out there. All right. And a hard 10, 5-5. Both are going to get knocked. That is a point hit. All right. Point hit. It was on a 10. It was on a 10. It was on a 10. All right. That's gone. That's gone. All right. Lay bet time. $30 on the lay. $1 on the O. 15 on the DC. 5 on the DC. Here we go. And we got a 4-1-5. Wow, we're knocking things now. All right, out on the 5. All right, his lay's got to come down. Got odds. Everyone's good to hook. Yep. That stopped dead. 5-2. 5-2. 7 out. 5. All right. Well, we got to play this all the way. That's going to lose. This loses. This loses. This loses. All right. So 15 plus 5. It's going to be 20 up there. We're on the 5, so it's going to be 25 here. And it's going to be 35 over there. All right. Whoo day. Really want to know. That's going to be a lay. For like, what, 2 3 rolls? But we must play it the way it's designed to be played. All right. Okay. 4 rolls. How bad can it be? 5-1. The mixer. That will be our point. 5-1-6. Pull that this way. Got his lay. That goes down. $30 in odds. Get a 5. That's a 6, so 15. Whoop. Come back. 5 and 8. All right. Here we go. 6-5, yo. Wow. That's going to lose that 5 out there. I'm not going to reach all the way across the table. There's the 5 to replace that DC. Of course. 6-1. 6-1. On 99 rolls, which means I have to do 1 roll after I get everything set back up just to see what happens. All right. So, this is going to lose. This loses. This loses. This loses. It's 15 here. 5 there. 20 here. And get 20 there. Okay. His dollar yo. That comes back. His lay bet. Right there. 15-15. And yeah. So basically, I just have to roll this 1 and we'll see where we're sitting. All right, here we go. Last roll. And it's an ace deuce. 1-2. Wow, both are going to love that. Whew, 100 rolls. There we go. Okay. Move this back over here for right now. That would go down. That goes bye-bye. He gets 5. He gets 15. Okay. Wow. 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 Okay, let's see. We had, make sure that's 100. Yep, that's 100 rolls. And that was the Gray Rake versus the 3-point Dolly. Let's see who won. All right. Actually, I don't know. Do I want to tell you or I want to tell you the next one? I'll tell you this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 400. 450. There's 500. Wow. There's the $600 buy. There's the bankroll right there. And they are in profit. 1, 2, 3, 15, 20, 25, 30. $30 in profit after an hour of playing that way. Here is the Gray Rake. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I have a lot of red up here. If I could not make a mess. Here we go. Just make a mess. There's 200. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Let's see how they did. There we go. There we go. There we go. Well, it's going to be close. Oh, it's going to be very close. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 25. Oh, it's not close. 6, 7, 28, 29, 30. 530 to 630. There is $100 difference between the two. So, hey, the gray rake didn't hold up, but the 3-point dolly, it did all right. Again, it's the most, common number. I mean, the 7. That's what they were both playing for. But the gray rake was trying to do a little bit of a hybrid stuff. So, but hey, the 3-point dolly, it took it. So, as always, folks, thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button. And until next time, I will talk to you guys later. Match 3 is coming. Bye for now.